One of these days, I will be an NBA All-Star.
I want to be a world-renowned plastic surgeon.
I will be a reality TV show host.
I will be a teacher.
I will be a chef.
I'll be a dancer.
I will be a cop.
I want to become a producer and director.
Hi, my name is Dylan Atkins and I'm 9 years old. I am inspired by the person who made Let's Make a Deal. I want to become a reality TV show host because I feel like it would be a fun job to participate with others. And I'm here with Mr. Lee. I'm interviewing him on reality TV. So what do you do for your job?
Hi, Dylan. I am the general manager here at WHUT television station.
How do you feel when you tell people to do things and they don't do it?
First of all, I try not to tell people what to do. I try to create an environment where we have people who know what should be done when we're trying to accomplish a goal as a team. One of the things you'll find out in the television business, very few things get done individually in television. It's a team effort. A lot of people do a lot of things to make something happen. So it's not a situation where you find yourself having to tell people a lot of times what to do. If you do, like you guys do here, have pre-production meetings where you talk about what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, and then everyone is clear what their role is in the task that has been assigned. So you really don't find yourself telling people a lot of times what to do.
We're making a documentary called When We Grow Up, and you're my inspiration.
Really? Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That's a lot of responsibility that you put on me now, to be your inspiration for when you grow up. I've got to do things right so that you can have a good example. I appreciate that, though.
Hi, my name is Charlie Brooks and I'm 10 years old. And I was inspired by Misty Copeland. I want to become a dancer. I'm interviewing Nadia Elise Young.
My name is Nadia Young. I'm 17 years old. I just graduated from Duke Ellington School of the Arts, and I'll be going to the University of Arts in Philadelphia. I am a ballet dancer, a modern dancer, a hip-hop dancer, an African dancer, a jazz dancer, and anything else that comes to mind.
What are the pros and cons of being a dancer? Like what is good about being a dancer, what's bad about it? Pros are good, cons are bad.
So the good parts about being a dancer is that you get to express yourself to the fullest and have fun, and it's something that you would like to do. The hardest part is that it does hurt. You might cry sometimes, and sometimes you might feel like you just don't want to do it anymore, but it's all worth it in the end. All the dancers out there, I want to say keep your head up, never give up, and always push to your fullest potential.
Hi, my name is Hadassah Thompson, and I am inspired by Dr. Callender. Dr. Callender is a surgeon. I always looked up to him because he was like one of the few African American surgeons that ever did like an operation. So I always looked up to him, and I always thought like I could make a change in the world. And I am interviewing Dr. Callender that works at Howard University. You are my inspiration, so I wanted to ask you a few questions on how you do in operations. Who was your inspiration during those times, like where you were in medical school and you were going through college, and like who was your inspiration at that time?
I had an uncle. I didn't tell you this, but I had tuberculosis when I was 15, and I was in the hospital for 18 months. And my uncle, Herbie Cave and Vernal Cave, actually inspired me. They gave me books. While I was in the hospital, this was a long time ago, and I had tuberculosis, which is a contagious disease. So I had to be in the hospital for 18 months, and they didn't have any classes. So I read the dictionary from cover to cover. And I read the Merck Manual, which is the doctor's Bible, from cover to cover. So I think those, Herbie and Vernal Cave, were my inspirations that helped reinforce the fact that in spite of all the obstacles, that these obstacles could be converted from obstacles to stepping stones to success. You can never be too young to have a dream. And then fortunately for me, my life dream was fulfilled. I got a chance to become a surgeon.
How do you feel knowing that kids don't dream about what they want to be when they grow up?
I'm disappointed, and since it was my dream at 7, I wish more kids would have a dream that can become reality. You know, one of the things my whole life is built around the fact that impossible dreams become possible. And there is no such thing as an impossible dream.
Hi, my name is Eris and I am 12 years old. I am inspired by my Uncle Ray and because he is a film director. I want to become a film director because I want to share stories with the world. And I am here with Mr. Khalid Brickhouse.
You got it, you got it. I am a broadcast technician here at WHUT Television. My job consists of a number of things. I edit video, I do field production work, anywhere from running the camera to lighting to miking up talent. I also do in the field productions, also do in studio production, which consists of a number of the same things. It's never too early to start preparing. So, you know, that means getting educated, that means, you know, reading, and that doesn't necessarily mean school. You know, you can do your own research into topics. Google is your friend. If you want to know something, Google it, YouTube. I mean, even in my present capacities, like I rely on YouTube and Google all the time because the fact of the matter is I don't know everything.
Hi, my name is Wanda Winkers, and I 10 years old. I've been inspired by my grandpa. I like being nice and helping people like a hero would do. I am talking to Miss Renee. So tell me, Miss Renee, who inspired you to get this job?
Well, I just always wanted to do things that were different. And when I came on years ago, it was not a lot of ladies on the police department, so that made me want to do it. And also my father is a retired police officer and my grandfather was a police officer. So that kind of helped out a little bit, but I just always wanted to be different and do things that were different, and at the time that was different.
What do you like mostly about your job?
Well, I like helping people. I like the fact that I don't have to sit in front of a desk all day. I like being out about and able to move around, and I like to be in charge.
Hi, my name is Chloe. I'm 8 years old, and I'm inspired by my mom's friend. I would like to be a teacher just how she was, but in a different grade. I want to become a teacher because I want to teach kids that they can be anything what they want to. They can do anything what they want to do. Today I'll be interviewing Dr. Thomas. We're doing a documentary about when we grow up and one of these days, and one of these days I would like to be a teacher. First question, what school did you go to become a teacher?
Okay, well, I went to Howard University, the school that I'm currently teaching at. I went here for undergraduate education, and I also went here for graduate education, which was required education and training for what I'm actually doing now, which is teaching medical students and teaching graduate students in the field of microbiology.
Why did you want to become a teacher?
Well, I actually more so decided that I wanted to become a scientist, so I kind of pursued advanced education in microbiology, which took me beyond a bachelor's degree, beyond a master's degree, all the way to a PhD. And I had to do research in order to get the PhD as well. And so when you're actually teaching at a university, you don't only do teaching, you also do research. So that was one of the things that mainly drew me to teaching, was the fact that I could also do research and teach at the same time. The thing that I like to do most in teaching is to teach students how to think critically. So a lot of times when students are in school, particularly in graduate school or medical school or even undergraduate in college, university I'm talking about, as opposed to high school, they memorize a lot of material. So they read the material and then they remember and they say, okay, if I remember this, then I'm going to do really, really well on the test. But out there in the real world, you're oftentimes faced with problems, and the problems require that you think outside of the box And so it's not just a matter of memorizing the material, but it's thinking critically about it. Well, why is it this way? Or what about this particular subject causes us to use this particular nuance in this way? So that's the thing that I like to do, is really challenge students to think critically and not just memorize the material.
Hello, I'm William Paris and I'm 10 years old, and we're doing a documentary called about what we want to be when we grow up. Well, I want to be a professional basketball player. I look up to Kevin Durant. Today, I am interviewing Mr. Eddie Hart. So, can you tell us about your history?
Well, I used to play basketball at Southeast Missouri State in 1982 to 83 to 86. We was running up to the national championship in 86. Was going to try to play overseas, but at the time, they didn't really have that many Americans playing during that time. So, came to Washington, D.C., and that's where I've been ever since.
If you mess up a play and it affects the score for the team, how would you feel?
You just move to the next play. You can't dwell on it.
Hi, my name is Marcus Hayden, and I am 10 years old. My dad inspired me because he used to cook a lot, and I like his food. So I was thinking, I think I should cook. And today I'm here with Mr. Hayden. So I love to cook, and he's my inspiration. He's my inspiration, and I want to be a chef when I grow up. So please tell me what you do for cooking and how you do it.
Well, that's a great question, Marcus. I love to cook, as you can see by my beautiful size. But when you were born, we found out you actually had food allergies. So cooking for us became different. It was a little different for us. So I had to find out different ways that I can cook for you and your brother, and you still enjoy and love it. Cooking is not only just throwing stuff in the pan, it's being able to, have some love. So the person can sit down, break bread, have a conversation, and feel good about what they just ate. Everyone should have a plan or goal or dream to achieve something that they want to, and not be put inside of a box. So I really feel like if you can, whatever is needed to help that kid strive for the best or achieve their dreams, we should do.
We're making this film to inspire other kids to be what they want to be when they grow up.
I think kids need encouragement, and they need to know that they could do whatever they want.
Kids who watch this film, I hope they see it, and they will know that people have not dreamed before, and I want them to know that they can dream.
We have to let kids know that it is not too late to dream, and everybody has something that's meant for them.
My message would be that when you grow up, it's going to be a lot of rough times. So when it's a lot of rough times, you just have to act normal and act like nothing happened and just keep going.